smart meter on it, right? For
Yeah.
tracking and surveillance and what have you. And the smart meter is like this new digital meter that
Yes,
isn't the analog one. So you don't have to have the meter maid come to your house or whatever. But
right.
convenience and
They
smart
forced they
isn't
forced us
always.
into it many years ago.
And can I say, to your point earlier about the microwaves, I have a similar concern about the smart meter. Obviously, there's been plenty of talk about how unhealthy they are. But what I'm getting at is if you get yourself a little cheapy $10 EMF meter, go stand next to your smart meter on the side of your house. It is shocking what's being emitted off of that. And as soon as you get about 6-7 feet away from it, it dissipates. But it's doesn't seem like it's the best thing to be having attached to your house, huh?
Well, you just don't stand next to it. What do we,
I know. Well, you mentioned a couple things there.
What's your
You mentioned
deal?
There's a couple things there that's important. Yes, distance is your friend from EMF sources. So
Yes.
there's this thing called the inverse square law. It applies to sound and light, and EMF is light, just light that we can't see. So as you get further away from it, it dissipates exponentially. So that's important. The reason why I started my EMF protection clothing line and what have you, and I do have these smart meter guards that lessen the radiation off of it. I got injured by a smart meter. I didn't know
Oh, wow.
when I was making the film FrankenSkies, and I was working all day at home and sleeping in the same space. I didn't know there was a smart meter like 3 or 4 feet from me on the other side of the wall. And I started getting crazy heart palpitations. I became sensitive to my smartphone. It would like shock me. It would shock me every time I got it in my hand.
Wow.
And I started like venting to my landlord and friends, and my landlord jokingly said, haha, maybe it's that new smart meter they put in. And I had heard the word, and of course I had to dive down this rabbit hole.
Wow.
And then I
he was
started
right.
grounding and learning about it. And I've recovered from it. I'm still a little electrically sensitive, so like if I'm around a lot of Wi-Fi, I can get heart palpitations and whatnot. But I'm
Yeah.
not as bad as a lot of people out there in the world. So the smart meter, yeah, it is about all of these models are different. And I encourage people to call your power company and say,
Yeah.
hey, can I get this thing removed?
Jeez.
In some states, they'll remove it and they'll put in the old one and they'll charge you a little bit more money or whatever. But there's different things that you can do. You can get it on a post outside your home, and then it's distance from your house. If it's on the other side of the wall of your like newborn, you need to fix something. You need to
Can
change
you-
rooms or do something different. Go ahead.
Can you shoot spider webs out your wrists now because of your exposure
doubt.
to this thing?
Is that happening?
Actually, I can.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
That's cool.
You've been
At
holding
least that's a
joking.
nice benefit.
So are we
We
completely
should do a
done?
whole nother show on that.
Are we completely done with Mother Nature now? I mean, does Mother Nature not exist? We've killed her, buried her, told her to take a hike, kicked her to the curb. She's done. Because I feel like if we're at the point now where we're creating droughts and creating floods and creating hurricanes and halt hurricane, we don't need Mother Nature anymore, right? I mean, she's done. We the
hydrological system is very precise and it works out really well. And no, Mother Nature does seem to be like being pushed aside now by technology, and it's a weird.
do we have
scary
any
place.
evidence? Any evidence of data that is Mother Nature is pushing back, like the globe is saying, "Hey, you guys want to calm down a little bit? That's not what I would normally do." Do we have any evidence of that?
Well, when they do make these extreme highs, it's followed by extreme lows because the system tries to balance itself out. And so if you do watch the data, it is available. One thing I want to touch upon is carbon dioxide, CO2, the boogeyman that everyone needs to address. It's 0.04% of the atmosphere. I know not everyone's like really great at math, but 0.04% is 0.04% is not 1%, and
Right.
it's not even 0.1%. It's less than 0.1%.
Yeah.
0.04% is very, very low.